Less than two crew squad. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Hope you've had a good week. Thank you for joining me once again for our weekly ritual that is the pad on Fridays. Welcome and happy Halloween. Also Halloween edition of the pad. What are we going to get up to today? No tricks, all treats here with you all every week. That's for sure. Let me say hello to the early chatters here and let's get right into stuff. Danny, welcome in. Liv, what's good? Khalida in the building. We got Chrissy. Hello. Grace there with the 40 months. We appreciate you. Thank you for the 40 months here with me. Thank you so much, Grace. Petty Paper, welcome in. Jen, happy Halloween. Hello. Cat of Biscuits, what's good? Mandy with little eyebrows here. Welcome in, Mandy. Robert Tubies, our computer's fully recovered from the crash. I solved it. I solved it that evening after the session. So we're Gucci. The bad news is, y'all, literally the one day of stream I was going to do, RP you missed. The good news is I've recorded all the footage and it should be on YouTube soon. So get hyped. We played the conclusion of that today. It was a lot. So you'll get to see all that. But thank you, Rob. Only 6 trick-or-treat this year. Anyone has better luck? I'll talk all about my trick-or-treating adventure because that happened today. So we'll definitely get into that. Let me go ahead and open the form up for those of you who want to get a question in early before I say hello to everybody. Just so that if you're in already and you want to get those going, you have the option to do so. The form is now open. All right. Back to you all here. Hold on. Okay. Kansas, welcome in. Daisy, hope you're doing well. Jen, happy Halloween also. Welcome in. AZ says, hey crew. Hello, AZ. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Only one trick-or-treater here. Damn. For some relaxation? Hell yeah, Rob. Thank you for the 7 stream streak also. They were being here for every single stream the last 7. Ainsley in the building. Excited to be here for a pad for the first time in ages. Welcome in, Ainsley. Hope you've been doing well. I know the time difference is mean to you. So I hope you're doing all right. I guess like technically right now, if I have my times correct, it's like middle of the day Saturday, right? So it's not that bad. But I hope you're doing well otherwise. I gave out around 200 pieces, which is a slow year for us. Damn. 200 pieces is slow. How much are these kids getting in candy from your house? We had a ton of kids. We almost ran out a bit of the bit candy. AZ with the 10 gifted. How did I miss this earlier? Thank you, AZ. Welcome in Stephanie, Becca, Nikki, Emma, Lovely, Soja, JJ Bonds, Rhett, Gaming with Gib, and Matt Ligori, recipients of a subscription courtesy of the one and only AZ. So to those 10 of you, first of all, I say welcome into the Lesson 2 crew. You've come to the right place. You found yourself a nice home here. Enjoy your ad-free viewing experience. Enjoy every single emote that your heart desires, available under my subscription. You get quite a few now, and I've added a bunch of new ones recently, about 6 new ones I think, so check those out. And if you're in the chat, as always, drop a Less Than 2 in. AZ, thank you for your generosity and thank you for bringing 10 new people into the community. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'll have leftover Halloween candy until past Christmas. We do not have any leftover candy. I'll get to that. Megan, thank you for the prompts. If I know you get one of these, I do appreciate using it on me. Welcome back for month number 9. Thank you, thank you. And DJ Big Russ with the 56. Thank you, Russ. AKA Russell, AKA Pirate Crew Leader, AKA Baja Blast Boy. Yes, nailed it. Red Wings, welcome in. Live with the 60 months. Liv, we have been together 5 years now as a team. And here's to 5 more. Thank you, Liv. I'm finishing up Hocus Pocus. I still highly recommend. I have watched it already. What up, Ainsley? Gina, thank you for the 20 months here. Appreciate you. Welcome back in. I'm going to make the fan go the other way. Edge, hello, welcome in. Hope you and Leon are good. We're doing great. Thank you for asking, Edge. No, we're doing great. Yeah, everything's great. It's good. No tricks? Absolutely no tricks. Happy November 1st. Hell yeah, Ainsley. AZ dropping the alert emote. Some treats at work. Lovely, McKenna. Have you seen She's the Man? Are you kidding me? It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. She's the Man is. I just got back trick-or-treating with my nephew. I am exhausted. Happy Halloween. Y'all, happy Halloween respawning. Yeah, I missed Flo's stream with the conclusion. I might have to wait for the ISM POV. Mandy, if you wait for the ISM POV, I plead to have that ending for you by Monday. Because right now I have one video out. I have 3 days almost 4 days worth of content to give you. The editing is a lot easier for this than other content I've done because I'm not doing a lot to it. I'm just removing dull moments, and dull moments are just like quiet, me not talking, nobody else talking, just removing those. So I can do a quick turnaround for you. Your live for Halloween? Oh God. Mandy, what does that even mean, Mandy? Then I get to be Mandy? Okay, what is this Freaky Friday situation y'all got going on here? It's so mean because it's Saturday, so I normally have plans or errands. Gotcha. Well, it's mean that you're here because you usually be busy? Are you saying that these aren't plans? You have plans now. You're watching this, you're hanging out with us here. Right? Maybe, yes. Happy November 1. Mandy, thank you for gifting us up to Ainsley also. Now, getting that brown hoodie on, perfect stuff. We always put 18 big bars and 18 of something else, like M&M's. Damn, you put 18 big bars up? Damn. So I think it's going to take much of the smaller candy, even though I had 700 pieces left over from work. What? 5 years, baby. Cheers, cheers. Oh my God, AZ with another 10 gifted. What is happening, AZ? Appreciate you. Thank you so much. A warm welcome to Mary, Mimi, Real Hack, AJ Daniels, Fractal, Figmello, Blue Suit, Pally, Softy, and Jar. Now part of the crew. Compliments of the one and only AZ. Once again, what I said earlier remains. Welcome in. Hope you enjoy your stay with us. Enjoy your ad-free experience. Enjoy your emotes. Drop a lesson 2. Say thank you to AZ and AZ. I think we're bringing more people into the community. I really do appreciate that. Loving the wall of lesson 2s here also. Is from She's the Man with Eunice. I do not remember that phrase. Have you ever felt like a movie franchise was cheesy but still want to see the new movie coming out? Basically, any movie franchise that I grew up loving, I feel like is cheesy, and I still would go and watch it immediately. Yes. Fig Mellow with the first time chat. Also, hell yeah, Fig Mellow. No problem. Oh, thank you, AZ. Thank you so much. Yes, please. I love the Ism episode 1, but I saw it on Flow Stream, so I was familiar with Mr. Grimm's creepiness. That's fair. Yeah, like obviously there's going to be a bit of delay with anything you see on YouTube versus stream. The good news is if once I catch up with this Halloween series, it'll be quick turnarounds because as long as I uploaded that night, we're Gucci. I'll save flow spot for after your ep if you promise. I promise, Mandy, I promise. What, y'all gonna dress up for Halloween? So if you watched the PAL from this week, you would have seen my costume. So, tall skinny bit, happy Halloween! Welcome in. I would love to, but I have friends with kids now, so I gotta work with their schedules. That's very fair, Ainsley. Of course, that's fair. Understandable. Giving out candy to trick-or-treaters, watching World Series and Pooya. Fun night, hell yeah. I've got the World Series open on my other monitor because I am desperately hoping the Blue Jays can pull this back because I do not want a Game 7. Great, we watched after handing out candy. We did hang outside and greet everyone for first time having trick-or-treaters, and we ran out of candy going through 3 bags. Amazing, End Hero. I just realized I called him Grim instead of Grin. Yeah, did you see the POV where I fucked that and he nearly took me out? I had to gaslight and be like, no, we said Grin. Don't get me wrong, I love watching both, but the Mr. Grin storyline was just a lot. It really is. It really is. And I will be editing out the jump scare that they fucking embedded into the game during that stream because that nearly demolished me. I'm telling you, I am so happy I was off camera because dear God. It was my cat's first Halloween. One of them was just like confused and the other one didn't like it, but we couldn't stop coming back to watch. Amazing. You clipped that for Flo? You are a demon is what you are. So you showed her my jump scare in GTA? Yep. Mandy, give responding the jump scare. Matcha Latte with the 23 months. Thank you so much, Michael Jordan month here, or LeBron month, depending on who you are associating with that number. But thank you so much, Matcha Latte. It's always the David Beckham number to me. Even though Michael Jordan came first, but for football. She asked. It did include the part where you're... Yeah, that's the... I still reacted as such, you know? Y'all, thank you for that hype train. Huge thank you, everybody who subbed there. And AZ for all the gifted you brought into the community. Thank you so much. I was confused by the Mr. Green storyline. I am at where you left meeting with him. There's a lot that has happened. Including today. Today, I had a 4-hour session of RP. It was a lot. So I'll show that to y'all. But anyway, chat, there's a lot to talk about because if you're here, you know, you're not here every week, but you're here for the pad. You're thinking what's gone down this week, and I've got the lowdown for you. So basically, this week we talked Traitors Canada. We talked Traitors. I'm about to talk Celebrity Traitors UK. No spoilers because I've not watched the 8th episode yet. And then we are talking 90 Day. We're talking Survivor. Anything you want to talk about, we can talk about. And as always, because this is between me and you get a lot more information here than you would anywhere else that you find me. But also that means you have signed the digital NDA, meaning you're not going to disclose our little secrets here that we share with each other to other people. Isn't that right, chat? Hell yeah. Has Survivor gotten better to watch? It's about to. I would say now is the, oh my God, now is the better time to do it. Holy crap. Hey, fucking Z with another 10 gifted into the community. Laura, Haley, Lil Leaf, Tall, Skinny Ben, Drooling Gloom, Athelia, Blondenstein, BB, Amy, and A. Oh, and a nice to see ya. In here comes AZ with 30 bomb tonight from AZ. Thank you so much, AZ. Sincerely, I really do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all, if you got these subs just now, drop some emotes, show your appreciation. Get the less than twos in chat. Saint Chuck with the prime. Thank you for using one prime on me. Saint Chuck, welcome back for month number 8. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The VIP badge is gone, but I got a sub now. Hell yeah. Yeah, I did reset the VIP badges. I did do this. This is true. But yeah. So there's only one question in the form so far, just a heads up. And that question is, will you pick me in the RHAP BB28 draft? I promise you will win and beat Terran. How am I going to pick you if I don't know who you are? Which also, you shouldn't tell us who you are. That might hurt your chances of being on the show. But also, it's very early. I don't think they've started casting yet. Otani at bat. Let's just give him a fucking base. I don't like when he gets to shoot. It gives me anxiety. And by shoot, I mean bat. I still feel like Amazing Race had more drama than Survivor this week. I need to catch up with Amazing Race, you know? I feel like Amazing Race has been delivering and I've not been watching, is how I feel, if I'm being honest. AZ handing out treats, not tricks. Exactly. This might have been the most boring Amazing Race episode in years. Damn, in years, Red Wings. I didn't know. I just, based on what I've been reading about the season, which also makes sense because it's Big Brother themed, which means there's a lot more engagement for it in our circle. So that's probably more what it is. All right, Otani hit it. Are they going to catch it? No, they're not. That was a bad one. Go Blue Jays, hell yes, Samantha. But yeah. Sports. Yeah, I think what I'm learning about myself, because for some reason, since we've moved to Minnesota, I'm a lot more tapped into sports than I have been in the last like 4 years. Because I used to be big, obviously football has always been my sport. By football, I mean soccer. And then I've been indulging in some fantasy football, basketball, hockey in the last like 10 years. But specifically, since I moved in like 2020, I was already tapped out of baseball, hockey. I wasn't keeping up with either of those, or football. I then also started tapping out of basketball from 2020 on, and then also soccer for a decent amount. So I really got to a place now where, now that we moved to Minnesota, I think it's just having local teams. I'm up to date with every sport, every major sport currently, I think, ish. More than I was before. So this girl's been tempting me to teach me baseball and I don't get it. I was explaining this to Liana earlier. I was like, because there's not a lot of like fouls and shit, I understand it better than I do basketball to a certain degree. Like, I understand offense on basketball, defense on basketball. I know most of the terminology, but I still couldn't tell you why a foul was called. Whether it's a reach in, a personal, a fucking flagrant, I have no idea. I guess flagrant would be like very obvious because it's a lot more flagrant, but local teams is fun. I think that helps, Mandy. I really do. That could have been worse. You're having marble withdrawals? We can do marbles tonight. I think we can at least do a cheeky 5 tonight. Or cheeky 3, cheeky 5, cheeky 5. We can do that. We can deliver on that in that regard. I love you to how to get a team as long as we don't name it the Jazz. Well, given that your basketball team's already called the Jazz, I wouldn't count on them naming another team the Jazz also. Hockey is huge in Minnesota. It's true. The Minnesota Wild. But I'm always going to be an Ottawa Sens fan, no matter what. Baseball's such a slow roll. When I paid good attention to baseball, I really liked it because the series is like a chess move of when are you going to play who. Yes, I agree with that. That being said, it's very slow. It's very slow. I think that's where I struggle with it. Happy Halloween weekend, Autumn. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Chat, what were all your costumes this year? What did you do? What did you do? Their high school state finals sell out the Wild Arena. I did not know that was the case for Red Wings. News to me. Also, I would like to announce we have officially, well, 2 questions are in the form, so I want to read them. But we have officially marked 6,500 questions in answered questions on the pad. 6,500 questions. To explain that, so 5 years is 365 times 5, 1825, okay? So 6,500 divided by 1825. That is about 3.5 questions per day we have answered. That's kind of like, blah, blah, blah. That's a lot. I know it doesn't seem as much when I did the math. I don't know why I did math like that, but whatever. But yeah, 6,500 questions in 5 years. Utah took my hockey team. What does that mean, Russ? Because did another team dissolve and then Utah got a team added in? Or did they just I thought they added a Utah team in addition to all the other teams. Hockey in Salt Lake City are the Mammoth. Yes. Going to baseball games is fun. Way better than watching on TV. Does it depend on the game? Because I feel like the game we watched, it wasn't that fun. My husband and I were Taco Bell hot sauce packets and our dog was a taco. Oh, that's delicious. That's amazing, Jen. I love that. SLC. So wait, are there no longer the Arizona Coyotes don't exist anymore? I did not know this. The North American sports are hard for me to follow for some reason. I mean, regionally, it makes sense, Ainsley, right? I mean, when I was in Dubai, I was not tapped into any North American sports. None of them. So I did not know the Coyotes moved. I just assumed they got added in. They're the Utah Mammoth. I thought the Utah Mammoth were in addition, like Vegas and Seattle. I didn't realize their team got dissolved. Thanks whoever gifted my sub, just saw and realized a blue suit. It was AZ. All right, next question in the form is, figured you and the crew might have some good advice for me regarding the latest YouTube TV debacle with them dropping all Disney, ABC, ESPN, etc. yesterday. Don't want to get into who is to blame as these two billionaires fight with each other. Just want to watch what I want. I have been a YouTube TV subscriber from the jump and I love it, but this year has been particularly bad with all the carriage disputes. Debating if I should wait this out as they will have to settle it, or thoughts on Hulu Plus live experiences help. Sounds like you want live television. So I'm the worst person to ask for this because that is the one thing that I do not have is live television knowledge. I can tell you bundles and what services to get potentially, but I do not have the info on live. So that would be chat having to have your back on that one. So chat, what you got for our question asker here? I have to suspend all the rules I know regarding soccer and rugby and AFL and cricket, but my brain keeps wanting to apply those rules. Yeah, you gotta leave them at the door. Because some of these, also with North American sports, you have to be ready to understand that there's going to be so much commercials. You're going to be watching a lot of ads. That's something I've learned. A lot of mute in the television. Whereas the sports I watched growing up, we really didn't have to touch the remote once you set the channel. You did not have to do that at all. Basically, the Coyotes owners couldn't find us a place for a new arena. Then the NHL got involved and a Jazz owner jumped in and got the team. Damn. Utah got our hockey team. We got to keep the name. Yay. Well, what do you want to use for the Coyotes is the question. What team are you going to put that on? Which are your franchises? My city is getting a UFL football team. Ooh. The downtime? So much downtime. Oh my God. Wait it out. They will come to a deal. Skinny Ben says, wait it out. They'll come to a deal. Says, hold for now because they're going to work it out. Which I think is possible if they just drop. It was an abrupt drop yesterday. It's entirely possible they can come to a deal. Entirely possible. Oh my God, are the bases loaded? Oh no, the bases are loaded for the Dodgers. Oh, it's not looking good, Brev. 2 outs though. 2 outs though. So this could work. Oh, yes, Mandy, your question. Is this 6.5 on the current form? No, this is including the reset. This is including the reset. Yeah. The question was about YouTube TV. This person has been a YouTube TV truther, but now with the whole ABC Disney drop from yesterday, they want to know where should they go to watch their shit. You've been watching baseball and your brain wants to keep applying cricket rules? See, no. I also don't understand cricket at all, though, mind you. Shane Doan's wife is trying to bring hockey back to Arizona, then they would be the Coyotes. Okay, so there is an attempt to bring a new franchise to Arizona and call them the Coyotes. Is that what I understand? Which that always confuses me with sports because, like, isn't there, like, it wasn't the Lakers formerly the Minneapolis team? So their team and their history is attached to the Lakers now and not to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm using something called King G Live TV, and it's a little sketch, but you can get it on a Fire Stick or iPad. It has live everything. Honestly, Mandy, that's something I've seen a lot of people advocate for. Something like Android TV type of thing. Yes. They found Shane Doan's retired jersey number in the literally garbage behind Kaiser. What the fuck? Ah, I see. Disney was blackout on YouTube TV before, and they came back to a deal 2 or 3 days after. So this has happened before, is what you're telling me. Okay, he struck him out. Loaded bases, go to the bin. All right, we need to get 2 runs here. Anyway, yeah, but they moved to LA in like the 60s. Right, but then it's weird because then now LA has the history with the Minneapolis team, but then Minnesota. So that's what I mean. Like, if there's a new team that happens now for Arizona, does that mean the entire history of Arizona Coyotes does not match the new Arizona Coyotes? Now that's for Utah? That's Utah's history? That's weird. Especially if they use like the same logo and shit. You're so ahead of my stream. No spoilers, Liv. It's some random app you link up to, but it worked for my family switching off of cable. Yeah, something like that would work. Oh my God, are they called the Lakers because of lakes? I got good news, Liv. If bad news happens, you won't hear me say anything. How about that? All right, the 4,500th question of the form, the 6,500th question overall is, are you able to share/speculate on any rumors you've heard about who will be attending the Patreon event live show after party in San Francisco next week? I'm no snitch, chat. I know a lot of people who are going, alumni and otherwise. I'll say this, if you can make it to San Francisco, do it. Do it. It's going to be very fun. A lot of podcasters are making the trip. A lot of survivors are gonna be there. I would say make your way over. Sadly, I won't be there, so make sure that you make me feel the most FOMO if you can. But I will not be sharing because okay, so here's why, right? Realistically, I could share right now and tell you everything. The problem is twofold. I don't want to tell you, and then those people back out. Notoriously, people in this community, specifically in the reality TV sphere, can be flaky. I said it. They can be flaky. So what I don't want is to be like, oh, this person's going, and then they don't go. And you're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm sorry. So I don't want that. That's also why you don't get a list ahead of time of any RHAP events of who's going, what podcasters, what players, because again, you don't want to be promising people are going to be there, and then they're not there, and then people are mad about it, you know? So yeah, there you go. Yeah, no snitch. Exactly. You already know. The Lakers are from Minnesota. That's hometown lore. I did not know that. I had no idea that it was lake related. I never realized why they were called the Lakers. Now I understand. And the Dodgers are called Dodgers because of people in New York City dodging trolleys. Okay, I know that's not the case. When did I call you crazy? Chrissy, you putting words in my mouth. Please don't do that. Stop it. I'm most hoping to meet Lavina since I think that's her area. Mandy, first of all, I'm heartbroken that you didn't come see me in New York, but you're gonna go to San Fran. That being said, I will tell you this much for free. Lavina will be there. So go say hi to Lavina and tell her if you're chat. I know y'all are great representation. So let them know you're from this community. You're like, yeah, I'm a less than 2 crew person, or I'm from Pooya stream. If you want to not say the words less than 2 out loud, which fair. You were supposed to go, Mandy. I was. You're not wrong, but you know, things happen. You'll understand in the future why I didn't go for this trip. You'll get it later. You know, the only one I know of is Taryn because he said on his stream that he would be there. Yeah, he lives close enough that also I would have assumed he was gonna make the drive over. Kun was fun in his Vince costume. Everyone has a Vince costume, I reckon. I think everyone has a Vince costume. I'll be telling Lavina, hell yeah, Mandy, love that. Taryn has a book signing there, so I think he's pretty much confirmed. Right. Do your cast dress up on Halloween? No, they do not like dressing up. Liana's put them in outfits and they fucking hate it. They really don't like it at all. Who is on your fantasy football roster? Sit-start decisions. Let me show you who's on my fantasy football roster. I typically show my fantasy football team during Sunday streams because as we're about to start Goose Goose, football is happening. So you might not have seen it, but I'll show you right now. I have no problem with that. Keep it quick. Obviously, I know sports ain't for everybody. So... and then fantasy sports are even for less people, but there you go. This is my team. Mind you, I picked up Trevor Lawrence off of the waiver wire. My actual quarterback is Jalen Hurts. But this is my team. What do you think? Am I cooking? Oh, if you want to know how I'm doing in my league, I am 7-1 and I'm first in the league. So you tell me. Bree says, how? She's a black tux kitty. Ooh. Happy birthday to your cat. Your cat bought you a churro? Damn. Cat treating you well. Terry needs a Vinny costume. I would be surprised if he doesn't have red plaid like that. Show the standings. There you go. I'm cooking them, chat. They're getting cooked. Anyway. There you go. The cooking, if you will. How did you like Double Me so far? I quite enjoyed it. I'm excited to play more when the time presents itself. I'm not going to push it. If Liana's free and we have time, we'll do it. If not, it's fine. It can wait. I recognize with playing a series on stream, it's always better to have things happen more quickly. Like the faster, the better. Not let them linger. But I mean, the reality is we're also busy. So if time doesn't permit, it doesn't permit. It's fine. So yeah. First in the less than 2 league, number 2, but tough matchup this week against Sola. Good luck, Jen. It's my family dog's birthday too. His name is Baxter, and he turned 14 today. Amazing, McKenna. Happy birthday to Baxter. My DoorDash I moved in 20 minutes. Oh my God. Ainsley, I had an Uber Eats incident this past month where, and I shit you not, this was an order we made so close to our house. And when I tell you that the driver stayed in the same spot for 25 minutes, would not answer any of my messages I was sending through the app. I then went through the trouble of trying to call them, and they didn't answer, and their voicemail was full. I fully did not expect to get our food at that point. I was like, it's over. It's not going to happen. And then we got it, and it was all melted. Oh, it was not food. I remember now. It was Dairy Queen. And I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Just cancel it at that point. Let's just fucking cancel. Why'd you run this to me? We could have just canceled the shit. Ice cream? 50 minutes to deliver ice cream? Come on. And it wasn't that far, and it was like it was like nighttime. It was nighttime. Ugh. Yeah, you know how in Dairy Queen they do the if we flip it and it doesn't spill, if it spills you get it for free. I would have gotten that motherfucker for free because it definitely would have spilled. I got a really Winnipeg Jets moved and became the Arizona Coyotes, and then to Utah and are the Mammoth. Winnipeg got a new team that are the Jets. That's true. Oh my God, that's so bizarre that like the history's now gone with that team. That's so weird. Can you buy the history off of the team? Like, you should be able to. There's a restaurant where here I usually don't order from because it's expensive, but I did it once because the lasagna is bomb, and they fully ran off with the lasagna and then canceled the order. So you didn't get charged for it, correct? I mean, mind you, sometimes it's like I'd rather not get the money and get food because I was hungry. That's why I got it. But dear Lord, that's annoying. Can you rank the Fallen, the Quarry, House of Ashes, Devil in Me so far? In that order, I think. I liked House of Ashes a lot better than I thought I would, but the Quarry's still better, I think. The Quarry had some fun mechanics with like this person's poisoned, this person's not poisoned. I like that better. So yeah, I would go with that. Or was that House of Ashes also? I think that was also House of, maybe. I don't recall. Yes, because if they got like infected and shit. I live in a very clearly marked house, both in person and on the maps, but I've had multiple orders be delivered to people across the street. What the fuck, Ainsley? I hear bad delivery stories as a DoorDasher myself. I mean, sometimes I know it's out of their hands, right? It is what it is. But then sometimes I'm like, bro, we tried communicating. What's going on? When Anaheim joined the NHL, they were owned by Disney and were called the Mighty Ducks because of the movies. Hold on. They were called the Mighty Ducks because of the movies? I did not know that. I assumed that the movies were named after them. Because then didn't that jersey become the Anaheim? I just assumed that the jersey... Okay, I did not think about this enough as a youngin'. Technically, the Browns player and stuff moved, but Cleveland, the city, retained the rights to the Browns IP. What? I see the Dasher might have picked up that order and had an emergency or something. Yeah. Have I told y'all the story of the Uber Eats driver who lost his car, who had his car stolen while delivering my food in New Haven? Or no, did we not talk about this on stream? First movie was 1992, the team was 1993. I did not know that, Red Wings. Sometimes Google Maps screws things up, especially when it's an apartment complex where buildings are not in logical order. That's fair. Basically what happened was I had ordered sushi. Okay, Liana and I had ordered sushi to be delivered to our humble home, and the driver got out of the car, and he did one of those things where we lived in an apartment building. He did one of those things, you know, where like they don't shut their car down and they don't park it. They just quickly like stop it by the side of the road, get out, run to your apartment door, and like, you know, knock there or like hand it over and then get out of the car while the car's running. He pulled one of those and someone jumped in his car and took it away. Yeah, it was very awkward because I was very conflicted. I'll be honest. The empathetic part of me felt really bad, but also I didn't do anything, so I didn't feel like I was guilty. I didn't feel guilty. I felt bad because his car got stolen, and then I also couldn't do anything to help. Like, I'm not John Wick. I can't track your car down for you. At best, I can offer you my phone to call the police, right? Which is what I did. And then I was like, well, I didn't order hot food. So I don't even have the excuse of like, well, the food's going to get cold. It's fucking sushi. But also, I want to go eat. I'm hungry. And like, Liana's waiting for me. So after he called the cops, I kind of just left. Because what am I gonna do? He didn't have his phone. Well, no. If I remember correctly, McKenna, I offered my phone. He didn't need it, but I offered. That's what I meant. He did have his phone because you need the phone for the fucking pictures. Otherwise, you can't do it. Also, we didn't also tell him to leave his key in his ignition. I played GTA RP, right? If you watch any of my streams or my VODs or when I put the videos on YouTube, watch me with my car. I never not lock my car in a video game. Imagine having the guts to leave your car running. Obviously, I recognize this is a 1 in whatever chance, but I don't want to have that 1% chance. You know how awkward it is? Because either now a thief is in my car with the intent to steal it, or they're in my car and I catch up to them. What am I going to do? Get out my car? What, I'm going to beat on this fucking like thief? No, I don't know what they've got. They could have a knife or something. I don't want to deal. Like, I don't want to just be put in that position. So yeah. I would lock my car doors in an area where I'm not familiar with. Right, samesies. And now they're looking for a new delivery driver. Oh, but yeah. So it was tough. I'd be so embarrassed. I would kind of want you to give me your number, then leave me alone to deal with it. Yeah, I didn't get any pushback when I left. So I think he was fine with that. The only time I ever do that while delivering is when I'm literally in the customer's driveway. Yeah, that's different, right? Like because like now we live in a house. So if they pull up to the driveway and then leave their car and then drop our food and then go, that's fine. That makes sense. Like that works. That's math that does make sense to me. But apartment building, like especially some of them will like leave it running, go upstairs into the building to deliver the food. I'm like, you just trust everybody. Like you just really think this is going to work out. I don't know if I would have that level of trust. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I could do it, y'all. Absolutely not. I could not. I don't believe people like that. Oh my God, I took my eye off the game. Don't tell me what the score is, chat. I'll check in a second. I had my purse stolen from my car in the middle of the country by leaving it unlocked in a friend's driveway. Never will leave my car unlocked ever. There we go. Mandy, I don't even leave stuff on the driver's seat, on the passenger seat. I don't leave stuff in the middle, like in the center console. I will put them in the glove or take them or tuck them away. I will never leave anything in plain view because at this point, I don't trust nothing for nothing. When we lived in New Haven, we had our car broken into twice. Twice because this was during that time where like they had a specific make of Hyundais and Kias you could steal, but they couldn't steal ours, but it looked like the makes that you could steal, so they broke into it twice. And I was like, we're not doing this again. Fuck that. My sister Dasher one time left it at the house and was stranded at a Dollar General. Oh my God. The only thing I keep in plain view in my car is my hand sanitizer and a car seat. Exactly, chat. All right. Where's the form? Ooh, we're on top of the 9th. This is not looking good, brev. All right. Okay, we're fully caught up on the questions now, chat. Is there any RHAP coverage of current Real Housewives franchises? No. If not, has it ever been pitched? It has. There have been attempts to run a Housewives franchise on RHAP. Specifically, I think the last duo to do that were Maggie and Jacob Jones, who did Real Housewives of, I think, Salt Lake City. I think there's always been a conversation to do it, and then it just hasn't really materialized. If anything, though, I will say right now, I feel like there is a situation where it's like less podcasts than there once was. I feel like there was a little bit of time in like the middle of the 2020s or the early 2020s where there was a lot of podcasts being pitched and greenlit and started for like a lot of different shows on RHAP. And then little by little, I think they got whittled down and like moved around, and it's kind of gotten lessened. So I don't know if there would be room for it now. Like I don't think anything would get greenlit as of right now, but who knows? But yeah. I will say Bravo's like one of the big blind spots for RHAP's reality coverage, but also RHAP is inherently a lot more competitive reality TV coverage, and then like some love reality TV coverage for the most part. Like outside of like your Big Brothers, Amazing Races, Survivors, Traitors, then you have like your love shows. So your Love Is Blind, 90 Day Fiance, Too Hot to Handle, Love Island. I'm trying to think what's the show that gets covered that's like weekly, that's just drama centric. Because like I would say 90 Day is kind of like that, but 90 Day also has the love aspect. So I'm not sure. Are you allowed to talk about how it works with the pitching show pod for the networks? That sounds so interesting. There's no like system. It's not like okay, you have to have like a 20 slide thing ready. That's not how it works. It really just comes down to when and how. Like for example, let me tell you, how did I end up doing 90? How did I end up doing Traitors? That I can share with you because that's me, right? That's what I do. So with 90, this was in 2021, I want to say, and I was talking to Rob, and I was like, Rob, 90 Day Fiance is one of the biggest non-competitive reality TV franchises. It's got a lot of spin-offs, and it has one of the healthiest subreddits I've ever seen. So I think this is a show that you should look into having coverage of on the network. If not me, I said I would love to do it, but if not me, I still think you should run it with somebody. And then that's when Rob said, you should run it. Why would I want anybody else? So that's what happened. Then for Traitors, I texted Rob the minute I saw the description of the show. The show's description screamed Among Us to me, and this was peak like I'm doing the Among Us series, and like I'm getting better and better at like the game, and I'm really enjoying the game. I'm really enjoying the detective work, and I was like, oh, this sounds like a bit of me. Like this sounds like the type of show I would love to cover. So I threw my name in the hat immediately. I was like, Rob, I would like to throw my name in the hat for this show. I think I would be perfect for it. It fits everything I'm looking at. And he said, okay, let's see if we're going to cover it, and I'll let you know. So I said, okay, that sounds good to me. And then we covered it. And then the rest is history. Look at us now. It's like it's the biggest competitive reality show right now. And then I see someone mentioned, how did you pitch the PAL? So basically what happened with the PAL, it was not us pitching. In fact, we had a meeting, and it was a Masked Singer meeting, and it was a temp check of how do you two feel about the Masked Singer? And we said, honestly, the show has been falling off for a little bit now. However, we enjoy podcasting together, and we enjoy talking about the show. So as long as y'all want the show, we are fine to continue with the show. And then they were like, well, would you say like your audience is big Masked Singer fans? And I said, honestly, I think most of our audience at this point listens for us, not for the Masked Singer, which is then Rob said, well, would you like to cover something else together? And so like do a podcast about something else instead of the Masked Singer. And then we said, let's think about it. We'll get back to you. We hung up the phone and immediately looked at each other and said the PAL like format of like just us two as a couple, navigating our lives as adults, but also as people who found each other through podcasting together, and so on. And so that's how the PAL became a thing. So those were the ways I pitched my shows. As far as the other shows you've seen me at the wheel of, I got asked if I would like to do The Circle. I said yes. And then, because it seemed like at that time, it looked like Taryn was not going to be doing it anymore. So I said yes. And then Taryn was staying on, which worked, because then we co-hosted The Circle. So that was fine. I then... what was the fucking dating show on Netflix where people dressed up like it was like a Masked Singer dating show? Let's go Sexy Beast. That was just like, oh, it's an excuse for me and Jenny to talk about something. I've never really potted with Jenny like that as a co-host. Let's do that. And then what was the other show we did? The Mothers. MILF Island. MILF Resort? What was it called? MILF Manor. Oh my God, it was called MILF Manor. Okay, it was MILF Manor. MILF Manor was okay, we want to talk about this reality show that's on TLC. Hello, it's me, your TLC rep. And Rob and Jenny were like big hit or quit folks, so that made sense. And Chappelle loves MILFs. So like the team came together like that. It was easy. So there you go. All right, let me scroll up and see what y'all have been saying, because I know a lot of it has been said, but I've been trying to like lock in on giving you the lore. So let me do that. Okay. The only real incident I've had so far like that was when I was driving to a rental to work while my car was being maintained, or sorry, maintenance. That multiple cars' window got smashed by the company car in the company car parking lot. Oh my God, that's fucked up, Rob. Have you watched the extended Traitors Canada episodes? If so, is there stuff there that is worth checking out? So I've seen mixed messages about that, Red Wing. So in full transparency, Scally and I watched the episode Tuesday night, and then we immediately get on a call and record our podcast right after. So I don't have time to watch the extended one before that, but so I've not really checked it out before. What I will say is I've seen mixed results and mixed conversations about it, because on one hand, some people say you have to watch the extended, you're getting content you wouldn't get otherwise, which is factual. On the other hand, I've heard people complain that it's not edited well and you still get a lot of questions, so it's not worth the extra time. So I personally don't know, but I imagine more content is not a bad thing. Even if it gives me one extra bit of intel I didn't have before, that's a net positive to me. Will they do Severance again? I feel like there's a couple of big TV shows that are scripted that I could see RHAP still covering. Severance would be one of them, is my assumption, but I don't know. Can you put in a good word for a live show in Phoenix? They were taking pitches, AZ. They were taking pitches, like 3-4 months ago. So next time they offer pitches, pitch your city. I know that it's a little too late for like next year, probably. Maybe at least for sure the spring. But the winter's still up for grabs. And Phoenix is not a bad location if people want to avoid the cold air, you know? Are there good alumni that are from Phoenix, AZ, for some of these shows that could be pitched? Yeah, there you go. You got the MILF Manor pitch now. There was House of the Dragon coverage too. There was. Any non-reality TV shows on the network, like wrestling TV shows scripted, they all got moved like to the, like there's still like wrestling. I don't, Matt and Mari's wrestling coverage got moved to the recap kickback over on Chappelle's side of things. TV scripted shows, there's still some, but not a lot left. You respond with the Traitors? Thank you. Incredible to see where we are now with the Traitors. Honestly, Softy, we really came from, we don't know what this is going to be, to where we are now, and it's been magical. Can I just say I'm loving how much Karina's owning Traitors Canada, using language like my manner and my game. She is rising the ranks for me as host. The Traitors host, now that I know the New Zealand host has changed, are 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 on the hosts. Oh, the Circle was a good time. Master Singer Dating Show sounds wild. It was not as good as you'd think. It was kind of a flop show. Who do you think would be the best hosts of Clue? Well, the Clue, the game board, the board game. Sorry. Yeah, MILF Manor is what I was thinking of. I didn't really listen to the Masked Singer Pod, but I was listening to the pal. Thank you, Lauren. Honestly, Lauren, the last like 4 seasons of the Masked Singer were basically the pal with like a sprinkle of us talking about the Masked Singer. The Masked Singer's biggest mistake was doing 2 cycles a year. Tell him, Ben, because I fucking agree. I got fatigue. It got boring. It was so repetitive. Every night was a theme night, which didn't need to be a thing. And like we were running out of costumes. It would have been way better as a spectacle once a year. I agree with you. I'm still damaged by MILF Manor. Damage how? Tell me more. The premiere live coverage of that is something I'll never forget. When we went live after MILF Manor to talk about MILF Manor, I agree. It was a moment in time, and I was drunk on wine. Well, not drunk, but I was buzzed. And the watch party in the Discord? Yes. Live show in Phoenix would be amazing this time of year. I wonder why, Mandy. Jamie Ruiz from Phoenix. There you go. That's one. Mandy says Rome. That's one. Clue, the new reality show coming based on the game and movie. What channel is that on, RJ fan? Numerous cycles of the circle, Loki. Mini. Sadly, I think the circle is gone now. They, I think, repaired the circle the last year of coverage, where the last 2 seasons were back to more original circle, more strategic, more people on top of it. Is that a foul ball? Yes. It was more strategic than before. However, I think they damaged it in the middle by making it basically be, let's cast like people who want to flirt and find romance and then make them all flirt with each other. I think that's what ruined it. I don't think it's like, it's Netflix, right? Mini, so it's not like they said, oh, we've canceled the show. They've shelved it, which you might as well call it canceling at that point, you know? Is Chappelle's recap kickback linked to RGB? Yes. Yes, it is. I still can't believe something from 30 Rock basically became reality. MILF Island, MILF Manor? Yes. I stopped watching Masked Singer after the 3rd season. Honestly, that was its peak. Season 2 was still the best season of Masked Singer to me. Korean outfit for the challenge for the mission was wild. The rectangle top. That seems to be the most divisive outfit she's had so far. Tyson lives in Mesa. Tyson's the strongest pull for that, for sure. Tyson does live in Mesa. I know this because my mother-in-law has gone to a she went to a pickleball. Oh my god, it wedged. What does that mean? Why did they stop? Why did they not grab the ball? Someone who knows baseball, answer it. Tell me. Anyway. But yeah, my mother-in-law bumped into him at a pickleball tournament they both went to. And was like, my daughter is on RGB. Clues on Netflix eventually. Okay, we take that. That had to be like the lowest budget reality TV show. What, The Circle? Yeah, the payout was a little. It was not a lot of money. But I don't think that's what Netflix cares about. I mean, they're greenlighting the Squid Game challenge, which they give out $4 million for. So it's not like they give a shit about the prize money and the budget. They care about them views and the clicks more than anything. Did you watch The Anonymous? Yes. I covered The Anonymous with Mike Bloom. And I thought that show has a lot of promise. I would actually love to watch and cover a second season if they ever did that again. Chat, what does it mean when the ball is wedged like that in baseball? They're like putting their hands up and not grabbing the ball. I don't get it. What is The Anonymous? It was a show on, what channel was it on? It was one of the, USA Network, I think. I just love how much Karine loves the show and is invested in viewers getting to take it in. Mandy, just hearing the way she talks about it and how excited she is to hear us talk about it gives me all I need to know. She is someone who is very invested in the show and loves the show. Ground rule double. Oh, so if it touches the ground like that, but it hit the wall first. I don't know. Let's find out. It was on USA and then it went on Peacock after, I believe, Jen. But yeah, The Anonymous was like a very interesting combination of like The Circle and Survivor almost. Where like half the game you played as like your regular self. The other half of the game you played as an anonymous character. Deadball? I don't know. Oh, when it's stuck in the wall, it's an automatic double. So then they run 2 bases regardless. And okay, I see. Gotcha. Okay. So that's good. 2 bases loaded, no outs. That gives us a good chance, you know. I was telling Liana this earlier. I was like, a couple of the fucking Toronto games have been like this, where it feels like it's not looking good, and then they have one really good inning, and then they hold it down. So I really like the $1 Million Secret one even more than The Anonymous. Was that the one on Netflix? Because I also fucked with that. Or was that called The Trust? No, that was called $1 Million Secret. That was good. I like that. Was the one with the suitcase, right? Not suitcase, the briefcase with the money, I think. I don't know. All right. What other question? Or we're caught up with the question in the form, so that's good. I think Claudia, Karine, and Alan are all good hosts. I thought the previous host of Australia, Matt Rogers, was especially great. Also, I thought he was good. I did not care for the New Zealand host, but they're switching up the New Zealand host, so that's aces. And then Ireland also. If you've not watched Ireland, Ireland has an incredible host. You would not imagine it's her first season. She's really good. I need a reality TV tier list. I've done that in the past, but it could be worth revisiting a brand new tier list now that I've watched more reality shows also. Might be worth checking out again or checking out once more. Calling being very stressful or Blue Jay, but we'll join the pub when this game is over. Sounds good, Jordan. I have it in the corner, but I understand watching it not live being a whole different stress level. Reality TV host tier list. I'm pretty sure we have that on. Did we have that in the Goblet, Mandy? Or did you and I do that already? Which one did you and I cover on a tier? Was that the one we covered? I think that was the one we covered. Was the anonymous renewal canceled? I think shelved. I have not heard cancellation. I've not heard renewal. That's what we did? Hell yeah. Who was our... do you have that screenshot somewhere, Mandy? The Ireland host was the Nanderos? Yes, Somnus. And she was great on the Traitors. Because Mandy made me cry by not putting Giles up at the top with Andy Coops. We'll take a minute. No. You don't need to dig it up, Mandy. It's all good. Come on, baseball. All right. Chat, the message is pinned. If you would like to submit new questions in the forum, feel free to do so. Otherwise, feel free to keep asking questions in the chat as we have been going through all of them and having great conversations so far on a very fun pad. Wow, game's over. Sorry. Liv, don't listen to that part. It's better, Liv. I ripped the Band-Aid off, right? Yes? There's still hope? Listen, it's better that you hear it from me. Trust me. That was heartbreaking to watch. All right? I'll see you Saturday. Baseball. One last time tomorrow. The last baseball match I'll ever watch ever. Unless I go there in person. Game 7. Two greatest words in sports. Nah. Game 7s are stress. Especially when the team you liked were about like one inning away from winning it. You hate to see it. I agree. Oh, is that the hosts one, Mandy? Yes, it is. Oh, okay. So this was after the Traitors because we have Claudia there. We have Alan in the second tier. Interesting. How did Lana make it to the second? Okay, hold on. You know what? I got to show you all this. This looks scorching hot now that I'm looking at it. This is wild. You were standing, Lana. Nick Cannon is in the Bingham. Is that Julie Chen in the Bingham? Wow, we're not fucking with Julie Chen there. Is that Rob Deerdeck? Well, Rob Deerdeck just lost his show. Ridiculousness has been canceled. Ridiculousness canceled and out of here after 14 years of shows and footage. Is this a hot take? Jeff Probst moves to like my third tier at this point. I'm not gonna lie. Mean, but it's my truth. Let me have it. Wow. Also, I really enjoyed last week when we did the speed tier list. I thought that was good. if we ever end up doing one of those again. Yeah, it's a must-win game tomorrow now. We're like 2 more shows away from genuinely having like a Traitors host tier list only, because there's so many of them now. I think I'd like Jeff more if he didn't have mechanical controls. Jeff as just a host, I think I would like better. Also, very interesting that Ryan Seacrest was not on this list at all, Mandy. Let's move Giles up. Nah. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. Also, y'all want to see something that Liana dropped into my room the other day? Yep, it's the banana she got with the fucking claw. I'm not gonna make that joke actually, so you'll never know what I was thinking. I used to be a professional. Now there's like random shit getting accumulated in my room. So so basically, for those of you who don't know the context, when we were in New York a couple weeks ago, we, after the RHAP event, was the Matt and Jofo wedding weekend, as we will call it. Friday was our hangout day. They had organized a whole spiel and chill hang over in Dave & Buster's. So we were at Dave & Buster's having drinks, eating food, and then obviously it's Dave & Buster's, so you know we're gonna be playing them games. And Liana clocked that there was this like thing where you can be a human claw in a claw machine, and she went for the banana. And here's the photo proof of her doing that. You can find her over here. So she grabbed that banana, she deflated it, we packed it in our suitcase, and then she inflated it and put it in my room this week. So there you go. There you go. That's the full context now. It is a great picture. You're not wrong. Jeff Probst has either been annoying starting the season, or am I just noticing how the way he interacts with the others during comps can be annoying? No, he can be annoying. He can be annoying. That's not new. I think, if anything, there's been some like very awful moments recently where I'm just like, bro, cringe. What are you doing? Like, why? So. Not sure who to thank, but the links in Discord for Traitors Canada are great. I don't know if the person who does that wants the credit or not, but I'm telling you, if you're in my Discord, you're in a great spot. It took me a minute about Pooya being upset with me. Okay, what the fuck did you just link? Yeah. All right. Well, that's Mandy's words, not mine, to be very, 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 very clear. Also, I need to decorate this room some more. I'm looking at the lighting in this room. I feel like I nailed the lighting in that room, Andy. I feel like this room here can do with some work still. It's not good enough. There should be everything you're looking for, Jinx. Discord is incredible. Thank you, Ainsley. I'm very happy with the community we've culminated, not just online, but offline. And I do consider Discord offline, as in Discord is kind of like not in the public eye a little bit, because you got to like jump through a hoop or two to get in. But I'm especially proud of the community we've cultivated on Discord. So if you're not there yet and you're subscribed, make sure you try and, reap that benefit. How soon before Liana tries to get a claw machine in your place? If anything, I'm still the number one candidate advocate for a claw machine than Liana, so probably not for a minute. So, yeah. Claw machine foot behind you in the corner, like right over here. So I had an idea. You tell me what you think about this idea, chat. I thought about getting a claw machine in this room. And like, this is one of those things where I almost do not want to tell you. Okay? I almost do not want to tell you because I might not even do it. So I don't want to get anyone's hopes up, but I'll share with you an idea I've had. But before I do that, I'm going to answer End Hero's question. They did a Patreon call with Rob a few weeks back and hated how your mic sounded USB Yeti. Yeti is notoriously one of the more pricier microphones that could be a lot better. You're saying you want to do stream art in the future. Suggestion for starter mic? Yes, I got you. It is very inexpensive. It is, it gives you great quality for what might seem like a budget price. And that is the Audio Technica AT. It's not this one specifically. Hold on. I'm going to find you the one I'm thinking of. It's this one. Oh, only 35 now? Well, wait, is this one? Oh, this is a different output one. No, not this one. I don't remember what the one I have is called, but I'm going to get you that information right now. Did the price go up on these? Hacksaw, stay with the promise of get one of these. I do appreciate using it for month number 14. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. There we go. This one should do the trick for you. Oh, this is the one Liana now has. So I do feel comfortable recommending this. Look this microphone up. Look up this microphone. Audio Technica is a very good budget-friendly company. Any microphone they do, I would recommend. So if you want to go for one a little pricier, also feel free to do that as well. Corinne Survivor loves claw machine. Her dad bought her one as an adult when she moved from LA to Denver. She gave it to the Sesame Union kids during her last in-person Survivor Cast assessment. Amazing, Russ. Amazing bit of trivia there. I had a Blue Yeti for a while. I didn't hate. Now I have a HyperX quadcast that works for my needs. Both weren't bad on Amazon with sales. Blue Yeti, I feel like was one of the more popular options for a lot of people who start because it's one of the ones you can buy on Best Buy also, like in person. Thanks so much. No worries, End Hero. No worries. If anyone's ever asking about what mic I use the Shure mic. It is the Shure SM7B. But yeah, we are getting to close enough to Black Friday, Cyber Monday that if you could hold off for a month, you could get a good deal on some stuff for sure. Okay, now the other question that I was about to answer, which was, I was going to tell you what I was thinking. So I had this idea, and this idea came about when I saw a claw machine at a yard sale this summer. And the idea was this. Good comps? Thank you, Minnie. Or you're talking about the show Got to Get Out. I thought Got to Get Out was innocently fun. So my idea was I wanted to get a claw machine, and I would put the claw machine like here, right? And I would have it so that, for example, like AZ gifted 5 subs tonight, right? Sorry, 30 subs tonight, right? I would set like a soft, okay, if you gift 5 at any point, because like at the end of the day, I appreciate your support, but if we can make it also be like a fun thing, why not? The idea was, and this wasn't like firm, but it was like, if there's a certain amount of gifted or certain amount of incentive or something that was hit, an immediate, we would pan over the claw machine. I would have a little webcam set up on top of the claw machine to looking inside the claw machine. And then I would go and do a claw machine round for you. And if I got something out of there, I can send it to you. That was the idea I had. I thought that could be a very fun incentive. Now, there's 2 issues with that idea. One, a claw machine is a very big investment, especially if I'm going to get one that's like a proper size-ish. 2, and this is more so the bigger issue, I would argue, is that I'm very horrible as far as relying on sending you stuff. I still owe every person who won a Miss Teddy during the fucking promise month, I still owe you a parcel. So that is a discipline that I do lack that I need to unlack. I need to get better at. But I think it's a fun idea still in theory, and I would love to do it at some point. I think it'd be a fun way for like a stream moment of like, okay, drop everything we're doing, it's claw machine time. And y'all know me, I love claw machines. So the claw machine is the new air hockey pool table type of obsession. I've wanted a claw machine way more than I've wanted. Okay, so when I was growing up, I wanted a foosball table more than anything. Then for like a year or so, I wanted a pool table. And then for like the last decade, if I had a claw machine at home, I'd be happy. You love this idea? Thank you, Sarah. It'll be fun to look at a hype wheel situation. Claw machine for something fun on stream. Yes. Exactly, Mandy. That is excusable because you're very busy with plans. Thank you, Rob. I appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. Or like if I wanted to like make it so, because like, you know, as far as like remember the whole Partner Plus thing, the incentive for that of like getting more sub points to unlock level 2, I was like, okay, if there was a way to like incentivize someone to want to go from tier 1 to tier 2, that could be the way, right? It's like if someone switches to tier 2, get a free claw machine run. But also at the end of the day, it's like, bro, that's a whole claw machine we're going to set up. Is there anything worth value? And then, well, I feel like more shit if you go up to a tier 2 and I'm like, okay, let me try it for you. And then I fail for you. I'd feel bad. So the guilt might also overrun me. I feel like it'd be a lot of like pay incentive nonsense that I wouldn't love, you know? But who knows? Also, Maddie Dubs, welcome. And what did you say? You're late to the pad. Went to a live performance of Hocus Pocus or a symphony, played the score. Ooh, very fun. Happy Halloween to you. All right, I'm going to call last call on the wheel, chat. Last call on the wheel. Oh, sorry, on the wheel. On the form. If you would like to submit anything into the anonymous form. Hi all, happy Halloween. Dodgers just tied the World Series at 3 games apiece. Boo, so game's on for tomorrow night. Let's go Blue Jays. Jade, I know. I was watching on the side and I was very sad to see the L taken. I meant form. I'm more inclined with a Gapcha machine, at least then I win something even if it was just a sticker. I don't know what a Gapcha machine is. Claw machine could have digital gifts and physical items so you never send anything. Ooh. I like that. I like that. We could come up with what the digital gifts could be. I like that a lot. Like I can fill it with all the stuffed animals or whatever. But then like on them there's something written kind of thing. You would have to low-key send Amazon to my house. AZ, please. That's also the worry. It's like AZ's like, you know what? Tonight's the night. We're emptying that goddamn machine. Like, no, please don't do that. But hey, again, it's something worth thinking about. At the end of the day, I've been doing this for 5 years. So if I can think of new and fresh ways to do things differently or freshen things up, why not, you know? Make it fun for everyone. Something to think about for me. It's 8:30 p.m. the cutoff for trick-or-treating. It's 8:30 here. Nobody in the last 30 minutes. So Russ said the same thing, and I removed, there was like 8 pieces of candy left in our box. I then realized that I had another bag of candy I didn't put away or put out. And then at like 8:55, right before I came upstairs, I got a knock on the door. So I gave them more candy. I would say 9 is the cutoff for trick-or-treating. 6-month VIP, name the hand, you never know. Boo, Mandy, boo. Where is the hand? The hand died. I think the hand didn't make the move. That's the story I'm running with. The hand didn't survive the move, chat. I don't think it survived the move. So yeah, it did not happen. You murdered it? I didn't murder. I think it just died. Oh, gotcha, Jinx. Keep lights on till 9 sounds good. So an hour later and I finally have food. Damn. Oh my god, yeah, you had the DoorDash thing happen. Holy crap, Ainsley. When Flo almost named the cat in her backpack Fluffy, I was screaming. I wasn't paying attention, Mandy, because I had all the tech issues. Thank God. Because, oh my god, could you imagine? I could not imagine. I would have been livid. I would have had to tell her off and be like, nope, don't do it. Don't fall for this. Do not fall for this. She just wanted to bet what she should name it on the first buy was Fluffy. I was so worried. I would have been triggered to shit. So I'm glad I didn't even catch that. In fact, I'm upset you brought it up now. I'm just kidding. It's all cool. You want to see my Morgan Vince costumes in BB Lesson 2B's 27th thread? Amazing, Owie. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Form is closed. You forgot that board was banned? No, you're good. Again, you know why it was soft banned. So it's all good. You know why. You know what's up. You get it. You already know, chat. You already know. All right, squad. So Goose Goose will be happening on Sunday. That's one good news. As I say that, let me remember to message AJ because I did definitely forget. I meant to text him, then I forgot to text him. So I'm just going to message him. Goose Goose will be happening on Sunday. So yay to that. The next couple of streams are Goose Goose. Next week we'll be back with Peak. I'm also going to be doing another RP stream, so be on the lookout for that. The reason why it sounds like I'm wrapping up is because I'm about to switch over to marbles. I've not given y'all marbles in a hot minute, so we're going to do marbles. But I know that that's not everybody's cup of tea. Some people might be leaving here, okay? And the reason you're thinking, hey, Pooya, hey, dude, why are we ending so early? Is because I have to go record Celebrity Traitors UK with Annabelle. This is the last week, next week is the last week of that. So then we'll be back to regularly scheduled pad. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm glad another RP stream. This new city has been fun. Mandy, it's been so good. It's been night and day compared to the old. Like the old place, I really enjoyed. Obviously, if I didn't enjoy, I wouldn't have been playing it as much. But I remember what the last 3 weeks to a month looked like there, and we were starving for content. We were starving for a storyline. Like I genuinely feel like if I was streaming GTA RP in this server from the beginning, as in from the beginning, I mean like back then, if the same energy I had for in this city was shown in that city, I think a lot more people would have stuck around and watched RP with us. I think it was kind of, some of the ones were dull in the first batch, but the second batch is going ham. How did you like the last 2 episodes? I've not watched the last episode of UK. I want to be doing that after this. But I did love, Canada's been killing it and UK's been killing it. They've both been really good. To be fair, you wouldn't have met your news team. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't regret anything from the last spot. Because even then, the last spot had some really good moments the first like month I was in it. Because I will admit, the second month or the latter half of the time there, it was mostly the fun parts were the shenanigans with friends that were not really stream or storyline worthy all that much, you know? But yeah, this week has been nuts from a story perspective. It's been absolutely nuts. Why you say, hey, yo, what'd I say? I'll have better luck than your last place. So I'm thankful for the VIP I got from it. Hell yeah. Yeah, we're going to be marble in chat. Where can I find your commentary? On what, Mini? Oh, for Traitors, Celebrity Traitors? On YouTube. On YouTube or in my pod feed. Either or. Either or are your options. Oh, no, not my personal channel. Not my personal channel. The RHAP channel for podcasts. RHAP channel for podcasts, my personal channel is where you'll find old VODs or new RP stuff that's coming. So. All right, chat. Shall we marble? Y'all ready? We've not done this in a minute. We've not done this in a minute. All right, first things first, I got to check and see if there's an update on Marbles on Steam that I've not seen in a minute. Bates, welcome in. How you doing? Hello. Brought Mars back just for me. Exactly, Ainsley. Can you please log into Nightbot real quick? Sure. Nightbot.tv. How do I sign out of it? All right. I just logged out. I'm back in, Mandy. Hopefully it's good now. Let me know. How you doing, Bates? All right. Why you spray bottling, AZ? What'd I do? Oh, my God. Okay. Sorry. I sometimes have to stand up because I've been sitting a lot. So, apologies. Also, I've already told you this, but I am switching over my... I'm changing my desk at some point this year. A more sturdy standing desk, so we won't have these issues anymore. No, AZ did, not you, Ainsley. Nightbot's very high maintenance, yes. Lala, thank you for the 35 months. Appreciate the prime. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hello. Thank you so much for your support. All right, where's the update on what's it called? So I'm gonna put you back up here, chat. I feel like my face has kind of been here a lot today, which then blocks the chat. Nightbot needed some love? Okay, well. Nightbot's a needy fucking bot, I'm not gonna lie. You don't see Moobot being this demanding. nor stream elements. Also, the next time we play Peak, I believe the new biome should be out, which is going to be exciting. Where's Marbles? On Steam. There you go. You finished a 6-bedroom, 7-bathroom mansion in The Sims today? Damn. Okay. So I said, historically, we've ran a wager or two during these marbles, and we've not done one in a minute. So I was going to offer up, let's do the regular bet of whether or not I hit top 20. And then obviously top 5 get VIP badges. Last place gets VIP badge. And then 2 random number generator ones get a VIP badge. Bringing us up to a number, I believe to be 5 plus 2 plus 1 is 8. Okay. And then for the future, we can talk some wagers of the other variety. Punishments and such. We've had some very fun ones in the past. I've done a wager against Steph and lost. Against Russ and lost. Against Jen and won. That was actually one of my more prouder moments, making Jen have to get a kettle for her tea, which I think worked out for the best. But that will beat me because the Marb RNG hate me. You'd be surprised how poorly I've been doing in recent memory. You'd be very surprised. All right. What are the random numbers? Where? Oh, that's just me running your number, the numbers through Google. Also banned for a week. Yes, the ban we no longer do because like, what in the world is what good does that do anybody? So if you would like to play chat, !play. Gonna have to have an advent calendar around soon. Do we have to do that, Lori? Is that a thing we have to do? I don't know about that. !play if you haven't already, chat. Usually we get like close to about 50 people in here. I would take that as a dub. I would take that as a dub. But yeah, once Celebrity Traitors UK is done, I'll be back to my regular hours in the nighttime, most likely. Play game 7 tomorrow. It's kind of rude. Just press !play like a regular person, Jez. All right. Do you know how many people I saw on my timeline going as Vince or Morgan for Halloween this year? A very easy costume, but effective costume and timely costume to do. So I get it. For sure. We hit 50. Hell yeah, chat. Amazing to see. Mods, can we run the prediction? Or the channel points bet? What do you call it? Is a prediction? Yeah, it's a prediction. Can we run that, please? Oh! Jazzy Clutch with the 5 gifted. Appreciate you. Welcome in Kim Honey Badger, Sky, Joro, Taco Tuesday Boy, and Samantha, part of the Lesson 2 crew now. Compliments of Jez. Thanks so much, Jez. Appreciate that. Prediction already, you might not want to look at it though. Why the fuck not? I'm going to look at it. Why not? Why not? What is going on with the prediction? Will Pooya finish top? Oh my fucking god. Y'all realize that if I win top 20, AZ gets over 100,000 brownie points because y'all did not back me. Mean is what that was. Tova, thank you for the props. Somebody to get what he said. I do appreciate you. Welcome back for month number 55. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my god, mean as fuck. All right. Shall we, chat? Shall we get this going? Let's do this. You always lose. Not today, my friend. Not today. All right, let's do this, chat. Good luck, everybody. Is the music level fine? Do you want it a little louder for the marbles occasion or no? Misprediction. Oh, thank you, Can of Biscuits. It's saying Minnie's in the lead. And now it no longer is saying that as I have looked over at Minnie. So who's in the lead then? It's jumping all over the place. I don't think there's like a clear-cut person in the lead. Volume's good. All right, cool. Ooh, we are frozen in place. Are y'all... Is HRH in the lead? I cannot tell genuinely. Liv has McFallen or boosted. What the fuck is that? Liv, what sorcery is that? Wait, iced? What the fuck is iced? Live there with 100 bits. Kind of sketchy that you sent 100 bits through and then it gave you some kind of boost. Who got iced? What the fuck? Oh god, I'm triggered respawning, please. I'm just prediction maybe some are doing it based on how you trended. I think so. If we're gonna make excuses for the non-believers, I think that's the line of logic. But they made a mistake is the problem. I don't know how to tell them this. All right, one of y'all is in the lead. I just can't decide who. Mythical Jade, I think, is in the lead. Oh no, there's Softy. Who is in the lead, question mark, or behind? I cannot decide. You're blocking the ranks? Good, you don't deserve to see the ranks. I'm just kidding. There you go. Oh, what a tune. Who the fuck is in the lead? Also, no new record, which means the points here are not going to be as juicy as they could have been, potentially. Nah, Russ, you're in the back, man. So, Gloom, you're in the back. Jen, you're in the back. AZ in the back. We're all in the back. We're in the bin. HRH Breezy did win. Okay. All right. Okay, we're getting our top 10 here. There you go. There's the top 10. Now I'm blocking the dumps. Okay, chat. Would you like for me to turn my camera off? Is that better? Or no, I have a better idea. How about I put myself here? How about this? How about this? All right. Now you see the dumps. You see the rankings. Perfect. Everything as it should be. Perfect. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's just me blocking information everywhere I go. I have a feeling the best part's probably going to be what, bottom left at this point then? Here, somewhere. There. HRH Breezy, congratulations. Get your results in. Look at those points. Okay. So the top 14 got a payout of points here. The rest of us get goose eggs, whether we dumped or not. So there you go. Just to see, I finished 35th. So if you doubted me, you were not wrong. But there was only one race. There's 4 more races to go. All right, everyone get your exclamation plays and get ready, get lined up. We're about to cook the cookening. How can Nightbot be playing too? Nightbot can't. Nightbot notoriously gets banned from playing. Nightbot's not allowed. All right, we had 51. Love to see it, chat. That's more than half of the viewers getting involved here, which is amazing. Those of you that are still here spectating or just lurking in the background, hope you're having a fun night also if you're not marbling, whether you've been doing stuff around the house or just chilling. Or, you know, maybe I'm playing in the background and you're laying on the couch, blowing O's, smoking some weed. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Cat Biscuits with 100 bits. Appreciate it. You're going to win this? What are you, the Toronto Blue Jays? Nailed it. All right, let's go. Hey, Emma, hello. What's up? How you been? Hope you're doing well. Welcome in. My screen was a little too low. All right, Tova's in the lead. A very tight race, this one, though. Anybody's race, really. These equalizers could be the make or break here. Going down the middle seems to be the meta, but no one is utilizing that. Fruit Loops taking a side quest. Is that a good one or a bad one? Only time will tell for you. Meanwhile, okay, looks like that was the mistake. As Fruit Loops slows down, people start speeding up over here on this side with Chrissy in the lead now. Doom said restarted. Did they? Is there no Dooms on this one? Being top 10 rigged? How dare you? I'm not even in the top 10! Oh, Fruit Loops is in the lead. Oh my god, Fruit Loops, are you gonna Doom? I can't tell. Either you found a shortcut or you're going to fall off the corner of the map. I can't decide. Oh my god, Ben is going off the side. Oh no. Is the side the meta? It's not looking meta-ish, Brev. This is bad. Oh no, the edge is bad. You do not want to be in the edge. Yep, this is the meta. This is where you're meant to be. Respawning's about to drop. Bro, where's my marble? I'm about to Doom. I'm about to fucking Doom farm. I got stuck somewhere. I was in the top fucking 15 at one point. AZ is your winner. Congratulations, AZ. Also, AZ got there before the timer ran out, meaning AZ about to get a huge payout here. All right. Your top 10's been determined. We are not part of that. You're getting yeeted into the abyss. Or you finished. I can't tell. I cannot tell. Oh, there's me. Look, hello, me. Boom, done. You were third? You got lied to, friend. You got lied to. Record time. Huge points for AZ. Holy shit. The top 14 got paid. Nice there. The rest of us, not so much. We barely completed it if we didn't. 32nd for me. So, again, could be better. 41 completions. The rest were dumps. We go into the third map now. The middle of the road. The hump day of maps, if you will. I dressed up like actually, you know what? Mandy, do you want to know what I dressed up as for in RP for Halloween? Or you'd rather find out when I put the video out? Last one before I rage quit marbles. Ooh. Sounds like results-oriented playing to me. All right, chat. One more to hit 50. Let's do this. We got this. We got this, chat. There we go. Woo! 52. Hell yeah. You guys all look good? Was the hair down? Yes. Yes, it was. This is Mike Bloom. What? Mike Bloom wishes. All right. 58, chat. I'm about to hit start. If you're not ready, forever hold your peace. All right, 1 minute 15. Hello, Aaron. Welcome in. Vinyl's in the lead right now. And, ooh, opening the door for someone else to take it. Swarnot, I believe, has taken it now. Swarnot zooming through. HH Breezy knocking at the door, though. Uh-oh. Oh, big equalizers coming up. Oh, my God. What maneuvers. Dodging every single equalizer is Swarnot. Going slow, steady, smooth. Oh, my God. Getting punished for it as Mandy zooms through. Oh, my God. Oh, this map is mean. Mandy's able to bounce through, though. Oh, did I just watch AL skip? I can't decide if oh my God, respawning defo skip. Y'all saw that shit? Respawning just skipped like a whole goddamn 2 loops here. No! Of course I can't skip. That'd be illegal. Russ has McFarlane. Minnie has McFarlane. Boost doesn't do anything. I would hate to be the bearer of bad news, but placebo. And it feels nice to hit boost sometimes. So placebo could be the move. Exclamation placebo is funny. All right, the good news is this is not a good round for bonuses. So you will not be getting bonuses. Saralyn in the lead, question mark, or repeatedly responding? Responding is in the lead. Responding is your winner. Congratulations. Moving over to second, AJ Daniels. Trying to get this done. The thing you're hoping for if you're in the lead here or in the running is that people start dumping. Oh my God, Cool Rider just slipping off the side, as does Laura. Nah, this is a mean world, chat. Oh my God, Ainsley nearly got chucked out. My placebo song saved me. Take me through the gate with the GG. Fruit Loops is out. Ichiyami's about to get dumped, sadly, as well. All right. So top 14, top 15 this time got a little payout, a little something. And looking at it over here, a lot of 42. Again, 42 people completing it and a lot of dumps has been the name of the game so far tonight. But map number 4 could be all the difference, chat. The first equalizer maybe I've never seen again. Yep. Yeah, endorphins. We love endorphins. All right. Exclamation play if you would like your marble to be playing. All right. Y'all ready? Exclamations plays. I've been done. 56 of you ready. Let's just do it. 2 more races done, Chad. I could still get a top 20 finish. All I need is to win one. All I need to do is win one. And why can't I win one? You already know what I'm going to say next. First one through the hole. We follow their journey. Is that going to be Ichiyami? It's going to be Ichiyami. Where's Ichiyami? Where's Ichiyami? Ichiyami, where are you at? All right, what the fuck? All right, Russ, we'll follow your journey here. Russ and Tova in the lead currently. I don't know what happened to poor Ichiyami there. Russ goes down this loop. Oh, Tova says, I'm going to just jump in the same one as you because if I lose, you lose. It's kind of a good guarantee, to be fair. Top 2 holding each other neck and neck here. Not a lot of leeway. If you fuck up, that leaves the door open for the person right behind you to scoop in. Unfortunate turn of phrase there. This is a Rainbow Road of marble maps. It does look like it. Russ, Tova, Chrissy are top 3 right now. Russ goes down the middle. Oh, a little floating. Oh no, this could be dangerous. Russ is in dangerous territory. Right in the middle, Russ is out. Riding a little too close to the sun. Tova says, I'm done following you now, fam. But I'm going to take a little stumble back here. Some level ups here. What the fuck is happening? A lot of people have been victims to that fall there. As Tova still has the lead. And as I say that, Tova's out. Opening the door for Hack, who makes it through the hard barricade there. And looks to be making it through the jumps here. Does that also. A lot of marbles taking heat and leaving in this spot. Hack still has the lead on a 30-second advantage. If Hack is to complete the race here with the record done, that is a huge showing. Okay, did I fucking dump? Because I did see my marble relative. Oh, no, I'm still there. Okay, cool. All right, Hack. Slowly going in for the collection and gets a good lead on. Christine right behind you. Vinyl, Jinx, Drooling Gloom, Daisy. Okay, we got a very tight race here. Oh, but the end is right here. So whatever placement you're in, that's what you're getting, folks. And that means Hack is our winner here of this race. Your only difference now becoming how quickly can you hop into the box before the person behind you. Christine, Vinyl, there you go. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. God damn it, I'm 16. I'm going to get no points. Fuck! It's fine. It's fine. It's chill. That's just us knocking at the door, chat. The ending is kind of ho-hum because you know who won already, but this was a fun map otherwise. If the ending was a little bit better, this would be a top tier map, basically, to me. All right. We couldn't even get like 20 points there. Hey, Scott with the first time chat coming out of lurk mode to thank Jez for the sub. Welcome in, Sky. Enjoy your time here with the Less Than 2 crew. It's bonus points right now. Pick maps that are under 50 plays. Wait, what you mean take me through the gate? All right. Last map of the night, chat. Make it count. By doing so, you need to exclamation play to get in. Did you insta-dump? You dumped very early at Xiaomi, yes. The map you just ran us. Oh, the one we just ran at 72 plays? Oh, yeah. Exclamation play 25. I see. Yeah, I just hit randomize. I go to the community maps and I just spam random until I fill the number up. And as long as the record for the map isn't like something ridiculously small, I'll usually run it. But today I didn't pay any attention. All right. As long as y'all are ready, chat. If your exclamation plays, you're ready to go. I can kick it off. Once we get to 60, actually, we're very close to it. So might as well go to 60. I just need one of you, one other person from chat to slap an exclamation play, and then we'll run it, and then we're done. Boom! Owie, hell yeah. Appreciate it. All right, chat, let's cook. Let's cook. Okay. Ugh, let me sit up. All right. I feel like my marble got a bad bouncer in his last place now, like suddenly. Liquid Ice is in the lead. It's Xiaomi once again, another dump here. Casey taking the middle line. Faster. Oh, but no, a car! Oh, collision! Oh my god, I went through the side. I didn't go through the middle. Oh, that better be the meta. It's not. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna dump. I'm fuming. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck is happening? Oh, this is murder. Also, I hate to be confident, but feel free to just give the people who bet against me their money, because I don't think I got a single point. Damn, Sal's here getting a dub on the back of probably one of the wildest maps I've seen. We are now guaranteed less than 7 people completing it at best. Less than 6 maximum. Down to 5 potential with Hack and HRH Breezy. Uh-oh. I think that's it. I think only top 3. I think Hack's about to get chucked in the air. Hack is McStuck. Oh, there's a hole there. There is a hole there if Hack can hustle. 18 seconds. Can Hack clutch up? Can Hack get through the hole when it need be? It's not looking great. Not enough momentum here. Oh my god, Hack's gonna do it. Run! Run, Hack! Hack getting 4th place. Oh my god. That was stress. Huge points here for the 4 people who completed it and got a win. Now remember, we're looking for an overall top 5 finish, or overall last place with 5 races completed finish, or hoping that you get the random number generator go your way for 2 of them, and that way you can get VIP badges. Hack with the clutch. All right, 3rd place, Drooling Gloom. Congratulations. 2nd, AZ. 1st place, HRH Breezy, making it look easy. Congratulations on the dub. And rounding out the top 5 is Red Wings and Vinyl. Just adding the VIP check. Give me 2 seconds here. Then we'll look down and see who else got one. All right. Championship underscore vinyl. Boom. All right. Now, everyone else, if you see your name here, don't be upset. You still have a chance at the random number generator one. So I'll go through y'all a little quicker here. Did we even crack top 50? We did not crack top. Oh, we cracked top 50! Get wrecked, everybody. Just kidding. All right. You know what? I'm calling an audible. 69th place. You're about to get a VIP badge. That person who got niced is Corey. Congratulations, Corey. All right. And then that was the last participant, but with 5 races done mini, congratulations. You count as our last place finisher due to the fact that you participated in all 5 races and came up short. You shot for the moon and it landed. So boom, congratulations. Boom, boom, and boom. All right. And then last but not least, for the 2 of you that are getting a random number generator marble ranking here. So I'm going to put in the numbers after 5. So 6, between 6 and 68. The 2 numbers that will be getting a VIP badge here are 26, which is Sam Salazar. Congratulations. Sam Salazar, 15. And 11. Jordan, congratulations. All right, everybody else, hope you had fun playing marbles. This was a good time. Thank you for the stream chat. I know it was a little short once again, but like I said, let Traitors come to an end and we can re-examine the schedule, see where we land moving forward into the future, okay? Deal, deal. Yes, yes. Cool, cool. I'll be back on Sunday, like I said, with GGD. So be on the lookout for that. Get hyped for that. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and watch this Traitors episode before I get on pod with Annabelle. And hopefully put the remainder of my energy into that and record that with the highest of energy possible, lest I get sleepy. So, yeah. Thanks for nice to see you found marbles. We've been doing marbles for like on and off for the last 5 years on the Friday night stream specifically, but it has been a minute, so it was nice to get back to it today. I still play Goose Goose every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Happy Halloween, y'all. Happy Halloween. All right. Chat, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I will be back.